Welcome to Crimson Tide Connection, your home for Crimson Tide sports. And I'm joined today by the head coach of the Alabama volleyball team, Ed Allen. Coach,
Morning,
thanks
Chris.
for joining us.
You
Good
bet.
morning. Coach, you finished the season 1-1 last week. You dropped Mississippi in 4 sets before defeating Missouri in 5. Kind of what are your thoughts on that last week of the season?
Well, we were pretty discouraged with our ball control on Friday against Ole Miss, an Ole Miss team that we knew, first of all, was going to be a great challenge for us. They challenged us, and we won a difficult 4-match set earlier in the year without their best outside hitter on the court. And so, and being the fact they were honoring 7 seniors that night, we knew the excitement level and would be exactly what we would want to compete in. And we didn't compete. You know, we just didn't ball control well enough to involve our middles and balance out our attack, and didn't serve well enough to take some of the pressure off of our defense.
Well, Coach, just talk about you wrapped up the season with that big win there at Missouri in 5 sets. You got to be pretty pleased with that, though.
Oh, very, very much so. You know, it kind of ironic. You know, Kayla Fitterer, who has done a great job of trying to battle through some injuries for us all year long, when she was being recruited, it came down to Missouri or Alabama, and she chose Alabama, and how unique it is for her to be playing in her last collegiate match, given some of the difficulties she's had to endure the last couple of years physically, against the school that she was, you know, she had to choose between, and then to come up with the match-winning kill has to be even more special for her.
Okay, let's talk about Kayla. She was announced to the All-SEC second team. Just kind of talk about that for her, and what has she brought to the team this season?
Well, you know, we're excited for her as much as anything else. She's really had to battle an ankle injury since I arrived here. She's only had 1 spring with us, and has missed the start of each of her 2 seasons that I've been here. And so, not a way that you want to try to compete when you're trying to play yourself into shape and your body feels less than ideal, but she's done a remarkable job of finishing the season up strong and supporting us in a way that has allowed us to win, I think, 4 out of our final 6 matches, Chris.
Well, Coach, someone else that had a great season was Sierra Wilson. She had 1,293 assists, good for 10th most in Crimson Tide history. In her first season here for the Tide, what did you see from her? And you have to be pretty excited about her going forward.
Oh, you know, as we've commented on, I don't know, a dozen times or more, she's got the abilities to be one of the best setters, true setters that I've had. I think as she continues to develop mentally with the game, and be able to handle how tough it can be from time to time in directing this team. But it's going to get nothing but easier for her. There's going to be more talent come in over the course of her next 3 years to play around her, and she's got a great freshman class with her to mature along the way. And so I suspect that she's going to rewrite a lot of things as it relates to the record books over the course of her 4 years here.
Well, Coach, with a win against Missouri, you finished the season 18-14, the first winning season for the Alabama volleyball team since 2008, and that's actually the most wins since 2005. How do you feel about the season?
Well, you know, I think if you were to put it on paper before we began, none of us as coaches would be disappointed, I think, with what those numbers are. And I think that we obviously feel like there are some matches that we left out there that we could have gotten. Clearly, there's probably a couple that we won that maybe we shouldn't have won. I don't know. But I think the thing that's most encouraging to me is we have concluded the second season is the effort that our players are playing with on a regular basis now. I think they've clearly understood what it takes to compete at this level, and we've begun entering into a stage of now figuring out how to win. Right. As we build upon that, it'll be fun getting to the last stage and handling winning. But I think they've done a brilliant job in the last. Kayla Fitterer and Lee Moyer and Kelsey Melito have done a great job of really helping direct this ship the right direction, and we're excited about what really the next 3 years hold for us as well.
Coach, as you're wrapping up your second season here as head coach of the volleyball team, what are you working on going forward to your 3rd season?
Well, I think just building on the freshman kids that we have, you know, continuing to get them in, I think individual time this year may be as critical as any year I have had in 21 years of coaching. There are all of those freshmen we're looking forward to improve dramatically and take another step forward for us. I mean, I think it's pretty neat that 4 of them saw time this year, and quite frankly, one of the best ones we've got, Chris, was redshirted this year. Crystal Rivers is going to be one of the best middles in the league as we move forward. And so we're excited about individual time in the gym and what that's going to translate to as we move towards next fall.
Well, Coach, as the season has wrapped up, what's next for you? You're going to take a few days off and enjoy the holidays a little bit, or?
Well, I'm headed back on the road in 2 days to Illinois to do some more recruiting in Indiana before we go into the dead period, and then we do get a month for the holidays, which will be huge. It really is, I think, the first time we've had a chance to catch a breath as a staff since we've relocated here. 2 years coming January. So we are excited about a little bit of time off and rejuvenate and look towards next year.
Well, Coach, good luck on the recruiting trail and enjoy the month that you'll have off there, and good luck on the season.
You bet, Chris.
Congratulations on the season, rather.
Thanks, Chris.
Well, for head coach Ed Allen, I'm Chris Freeland for Crimson Tide Connection.